Hi, I'm Rene Rodriguez, movie critic for the Miami Herald, and you're watching The Big Picture. Our first movie is Funny People, Judd Apatow's third film as a writer-director, and the first in which he sets aside all the tomfoolery and gets down to dramatic business. The movie stars Adam Sandler as George Simmons, a superstar comedian who is diagnosed with a rare form of leukemia and is given a few weeks to live. George has made a fortune starring in lowbrow comedies, but he has no close friends. So he hires an aspiring stand-up comedian, played by Seth Rogen, to serve as his full-time assistant and confidant.
Maybe you can write me some
Funny
jokes.
People belongs to the genre of self-analytical comedies that delve into the dark psyches of people who make us laugh for a living, like Punchline and Lenny. This is Apatow's emotionally darkest film, and an exceptionally good and subtle performance by Sandler illustrates a man beloved by the world who secretly hates everyone. Funny People is unusually long for a comedy, almost 2.5 hours, but it's definitely worth your time, even if you're not an Adam Sandler fan. Funny People is also Apatow's most personal and autobiographical film. I've read complaints from some critics that all the rich white people in this movie are impossible to relate to. But if Apatow is writing from his own personal experiences, what is he supposed to write about? Chicken farmers? Funny People's power sneaks up on you, embodying what has been described as the Billy Wilder touch, a combination of the sweet and the sour. Our second movie is 500 Days of Summer, which in concept sounds like one of those desperate movies starring hip young actors playing hip young people who bond over their love of cult rock bands.
Sorry?
I said I love the Smiths. You've good taste in music.
You like the Smith?
Yeah. To die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. I love them.
On screen, though, the movie is something completely different. This is a boy meets girl story told exclusively through the boy's point of view, a rarity among romantic comedies. Joseph Gordon-Levitt stars as Tom, a writer of greeting cards who falls in instant love with his office's new intern, named Summer and played by Zooey Deschanel. First-time director Mark Webb tells the story in non-linear format, jumping around the 500 days of the couple's relationship, so we see the affair intensify and crumble at the same time.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Start from the beginning and tell us what happened.
Webb uses all sorts of cinematic tricks, like split screens, voiceovers, and even a fantastic musical number, to put us inside Tom's head and remind us how it feels when you're in your early 20s and think you've just found the love of your life. Gordon-Levitt, normally a character actor in dramas, is honest and endearing as the love-fooled Tom. And Deschanel, who often plays the light who changes a man's life, allows us to understand and sympathize with Summer, even though the film never stops to explain her. Like a voiceover narrator tells us at the start of the movie, 500 Days of Summer is more of a story about love than a love story. It is also a movie to fall in love with. I'm Rene Rodriguez, movie critic for the Miami Herald, and this is The Big Picture.